Sometimes I get bamboozled into playing a game and I can't put it down. I don't think Friend Slap's derogatory. I have beef with pirates. It's one of those games that I have like a deep entrenched war with. Yeehaw, cowboys! There was a distinct lack of dog. We used to be a proper society. Hello, friends and gamers. So, I didn't finish my Steam Next Fest demo dive list this year. How many games did I actually get done? So, of the games on the list, we had 137 games on my list, and I made it through 24. So, not my greatest work ever. So there's probably going to be, we're going through the top 50 for the February 2026 Steam Next Fest today. So there's probably going to be quite a few games that were on my list that I didn't get to, that I still kind of plan on getting to. We will be collecting a top 50 demo dive list like we usually do, and we'll see kind of what carries over. I plan on recording the top 50 demo dives this weekend, and if I can get any more like non-top 50, but still like from my list, demo dives in there, I'm gonna do that. I've been recording them. The color scheme for this year's February Next Fest is my literal color scheme, so I kind of match, which I think is fun. It's a very common color scheme. I don't claim it, but I do. It is like my favorite color scheme, which is why my VTuber is that color scheme. So anyways, we're gonna go through the top 50. I'm gonna go through everything. We're gonna kind of give like light player names to everything, because a lot of times with the top 50, they don't end. It's like general public games, and I don't consider myself a general public gamer. I like weird things. So like Marathon is number 1 on here. I don't see myself playing Marathon for a myriad of reasons, but that extraction shooter tag is a big one. Anyways, we're gonna go through the top 50 like we usually do, and I'm gonna commentate on the top 50 with what I have to say, because yeah, that's what we do here. So this, I'm looking for like an actual number. I'm already seeing things. Pragmata was in here. Sorry, I didn't know Pragmata was taking part in Steam Next Fest. I just knew there was a demo for it. It looks like we don't have a numbered list, so I don't really know what order, like what's 50, what's number 1. I think this might just be a random order, which is interesting. It's an interesting way to do it. They've never done it that way for Steam Next Fest. But I'm already seeing some on here that I expected, some that I've played, some that were on my list. We're gonna go through all of these. I don't see any that have been ignored. Just so we're all on the same page, I do ignore games that include AI, but we're gonna give an AI vibe check to what games that I haven't already given that vibe check to. If you're new here, the AI vibe check literally just means, does it have an AI content disclosure? Yes or no. If the answer is no, it passes the vibe check. That's what that is. So we are starting with Marathon, which is debatable with the vibe check, because I'm pretty sure they accidentally, allegedly copied another artist's work in this. This was that game, right? So that's like one of the reasons like that I don't really plan on playing Marathon. I know a lot of people are really excited for it. It's Bungie. I know it's a big one, but when I heard that news, I was like, oh no, it's a no for me, dog. But also it's an extraction shooter. It's a multiplayer. Those are genres I tend not to play at all anymore. So I never really planned on playing it. I'm not a big Bungie girly. So I was just kind of like, you know what, I'm good. And then the news about the that's somebody else's art came out. I was like, you know what, I'm good. Power to you if you want to play it though. It does technically now pass the AI vibe check, because I don't know if because a couple of games in the last couple of years, when they've come into controversies about art in their games, there's 2 excuses. It's like, oh, we didn't know. Oh, it was an AI asset. We didn't know. There's a couple of excuses that companies will use. I don't know if Marathon was used to the AI excuse. I think they just accidentally put in somebody else's art as a placeholder or something, and it just never came out. But you know what? I can't say much about that even, because Claire Obscure did that with AI, and I really like Claire Obscure. They took it out, but sometimes I get bamboozled into playing a game and I can't put it down. Okay. But Marathon is actually coming out 1 day and 16 hours from recording this, March 5th. So there's a very strong chance that by the time this actually goes up, Marathon is out. So if you're into extraction shooters, maybe give it a try. I don't know, because the demo is no longer available, so we can't go see reviews for the demo, which is interesting. I'm curious if we can kind of demo's completely gone. So you can't see the separate demo page with the reviews. So there's no reviews here, because I'm gonna be so real. I did not hear a thing about Marathon all weekend. I did not even know it was coming out. So curious Curious. Next, we have Burglin Gnomes. This is a co-op, so this is my first time seeing this one. Burglin Gnomes is an online co-op game about breaking into houses and causing havoc as a tiny gnome. Avoid danger, repurpose stolen household items, and complete tasks to meet the high gnome's demand. Craft equipment and upgrade your home to make your missions easier and more successful. This is labeled as a horror game, which is interesting. It's also labeled as being funny. It's just not my vibe at all here. Like, I tend not to like funny. I'm not like I don't really go for stand-up comedy. Like, it's just not my vibe. I don't like rom-coms either. I'm not a big fan of like general public comedy, I feel like, and so something like Burglin Gnomes is not for me. But it's friend slop, you know. I also don't think friend slop is a bad term. I don't think friend slop's derogatory. I think friend slop can be fun. So that was in there. It's a skip for me, but the demo is still available for this one, so you can still play it. Then we have Windrose, which I feel like this one I have seen a little bit of. Embark on a PvE survival adventure in the age of piracy. I think I skipped this because I don't like pirates. I have beef with pirates. I'm not going into that today. Fight on land and sea, solo or with friends. Build, craft, and explore vast open worlds filled with dark secrets. Master Souls-like combat and take on challenging bosses, command your ship, and plunder unspoken treasures. So this takes us directly to the demo page. You can see here there is over 4,000 reviews for the demo itself. But if we go to the main page here, there is no date for this one yet, but the demo is still available. It's open world survival craft. Open world survival craft with pirates. This is not for me. It does pass the AI vibe check, but it's another one that's just not for me. It's not something I would necessarily look forward to, but I know that open world co-op survival crafts, for the same reason that friend slop is popular, an open world survival crafting game you can play with your friends, but it's not friend slop. So I think it's like extraction shooters and open world survival crafting games is like a step up from friend slop, but I think they're like in the same like half of the gaming like Venn diagram, you know, the multiplayer half. Okay, we're now moving on to a game that I'm so happy the demo is still available for, because this is on my list and I will be getting to. I'm gonna put it on the top 50 list just in case I don't get to it, because I will be cutting myself off for Next Fest demoing this upcoming weekend, and that's when I'm gonna do the top 50. But we have Vampire Crawlers, the turbo wildcard from Vampire Survivors. This has been on my radar for a little bit. I don't know why it's not on my wish list yet. I probably would be if I had demoed it, but this is on my demo dive list. I didn't get to it. I love Vampire Survivors. It's one of my favorite little like mindless games. I love it so much. I have it on my Switch and on Steam, and I received the Castlevania DLC on Steam for it, but I bought the game. It's one of those games that I have like a deep entrenched lore with, and so it's hard for me to explain my connection to the game itself. Yeah, I really like the Vampire Survivors world. So deal world-ending combos and blitz through infested dungeons. Vampire Crawlers, the turbo wildcard from Vampire Survivors, is a casual turn-based deck builder with roguelite elements. Master the turbo turn with your own hand of cards. This was not the game I thought it was. Vampire Crawlers, wasn't there like a typing game? There was like a typing game or something for the whole bit, right? Yeah, see? Oh, Castlevania right there. It's in my library. I don't have the other DLCs, by the way. I just have the Castlevania one. I swear there was a typing game. Did it just like only exist for a very short amount of time? I don't know. Uncle, you're killing me here. I feel like maybe I dreamt it. I think I like hallucinated that one. But yeah, hold on. Let me get this on my list because I do play it. I thought this was the typing game. No, this is something entirely different. It's a deck builder. I love a deck builder. I didn't AI vibe check this, but I already have. I did in my own research for demo dives. Anyways, oh, I put it on my recording list, but didn't give it a date. Why do I do these things? Now it's all the way at the bottom. I got distracted. There we go. I put the recording due date for that on the 7th. So that's where my schedule's at right now. All right, there we go. Let's do this. There we go. Vampire Crawlers. I'm very excited for that one. Thank you. Okay, next is Far, Far West. I don't know what this is, but it is co-op, so that's starting to make some sense. The Far, Far... Oh, this is they have a separate description for the demo. Interesting. Yeehaw, cowboys! Team up in this chaotic 1 to 4 player co-op shooter. Journey to the far, far west. I do know what this is now that I'm reading it. To blast monsters, sling spells, complete missions, and collect bounties. Work as a team to get in, get paid, and get out. Mostly alive. So, oh, it's Fireshine as well. Yeah, I do vaguely remember this now. I think I was like down to play it if it wasn't co-op, but it is co-op. So yeah, it's a skip for me for the demo dive purposes, because I've said this before, I do skip over co-op games because my recording schedule is a goddamn mess and I just really record at any given time. And so trying to get a group of people together to do co-op demo dives would be a pain in my ass. However, if you're like a friend or mutual or something, another fellow content creator, and you would like to donate your time to the cause, send me a DM or something. My DMs don't work half the time. You might gotta email me. That's okay too. If you have me on Discord, message me there. Don't go looking for my Discord. I will block you. Unless we have mutual friends, there's a very strong chance I will block you. Don't come into my DM. I'm kidding. But yeah, it's a skip for me, but it looks fun. A game I did demo. This one I finally got to. This was supposed to be in multiple different demo dives, and it finally got in one. This time was Outbound, and it does have a release date, so we're gonna go to the actual main page now. This is not going in the top 50s because I already demoed it. It's already in the thing. Outbound! This is also co-op, but it can be played in single player because I demoed it in single player. I think it needed more dog. The dog wasn't in it as much as I would like because there's a dog in the key art, but it was not in the game. There was a distinct lack of dog. And as somebody who recently adopted a dog, I want my dog in the game with me, thank you. I'm subjecting my sweet baby angel to Outbound. Anyways, explore a colorful world and build your own cozy home on wheels. There's the dogs. See, I didn't get to the dogs. Anyways, craft workstations and source energy from the sun, wind, or water. Upgrade and customize your vehicle, grow crops, and live sustainably off-grid with up to 4 players. You can't play it single player. I will say this game is quite slow to start. I got through like nothing in the demo. But I'm excited and look forward to eventually playing it when it does release on April 23rd, 2026. This does now have a release date, which is awesome. I am very excited for this one to release because this is one that I've been waiting for quite some time. And I did demo that one. We did get to that one. Okay, then we have another game that I did demo, but I'm kind of on the fence about. We'll go to the main page for this one, and that is Wanderburg. Drive your castle on wheels into battle in this minimalist, medieval roguelike of roaming fortresses. Devour entire villages, build your modular arsenal of siege weapons and arcane machinery as you grow with every stronghold you crush. I made it through like one run in this game. I'm on the fence about it because it was stressful and I'm very bad at it, but oh my god, is this game fun. This game is quite fun. I want to be better at it. I think I found out about this one through a PR email or something. It was so worth it. This was quite fun. I actually had quite a fun time with this one, but I'm so bad at it that I'm like, ooh, because it's driving. That's the thing. It's driving. The mechanic is driving, and I'm really bad at driving games, as well as driving IRL, but just driving in general is not my thing. So I played it. It's not on my wish list because it's one of the ones that I'm leaving up to how do I feel about this game when I get to editing the video it was in, and we'll figure it out from there. But it's very fun. If you're looking for some fun demos to play post Steam Next Fest and you don't want to like waste time going through all of them like I do, this one is fun and you should probably check it out, especially if you are okay with driving. Then we have John Carpenter's Toxic Commando. This I don't think is considered indie. Do we just view the page? Fine. I'm gonna probably blur out sections of this. Do I have to do the date? No, I don't have to do my birthday again. Thank you. Pick a character and team up with 3 friends because it's time to save the world. Can I say I don't like this description? Experience intense FPS action as you obliterate hordes of terrifying monsters. You may not be the best team of mercenaries, but you are a toxic commando. I think that might be part of the gag though, is that it's kind of like, it's like camp, you know, this game is camp. It's a no from me. It's a multiplayer shooter. I don't play this type of game anymore. It does come out in 8 days from the time of recording this on March 12th. So I think this is one that quite a few people have been looking forward to. I don't know if I would consider this game indie because it is part of like a larger franchise, but the developer and publisher are generally developers and publishers I would consider indie. Saber Interactive and Focus Entertainment, you generally see with indies. So I don't really know if, I think this is more indie adjacent than indie. So it went over under whatever my radar, but I don't really plan on playing it, so. Then we have a game I do have history with, Fate Trigger. This is a 3D anime-style hero-based tactical shooter powered by Unreal Engine 5 that I have beef with, available across multiple platforms. Dive into a dynamic world of floating islands, become a sharpshooter with extraordinary special skills, and engage in thrilling, spectacular life or death showdowns. Now, you might, if you've been around the channel since like 2024, the dark times of 2024, you might think this sounds familiar, and that is because it does. It was previously called Fate Trigger the Novita, I think. and I was briefly a creator with this game. It just wasn't my thing, and I kind of heard radio silence after 2024 on this game, so I don't think I'm a creator for this game anymore, so I think I can talk about it a little bit more openly. It's a battle royale anime game, and I don't really play this type of game. It is coming out Q1 of this year, so it will be coming out within the next couple of months if you're into that. The gameplay itself was pretty fun, but it is also Unreal Engine, and Unreal Engine anything runs horribly on my PC. If something's made with Unreal Engine, I will make jokes about it at the time of playing, because I'm just like, oh god, here we go again, it's Unreal Engine, because Unreal Engine the file compression is like non-existent. It runs pretty poorly on most devices, but it makes things look pretty, so games use it. And some of my favorite games use Unreal Engine. I was just talking about Clair Obscur Expedition 33 uses Unreal Engine. Zenless Zone Zero uses Unreal Engine. So some of my favorite games use Unreal Engine, which is why I make so many comments about it, because gives me a headache. Anyways, this game is pretty fun. I just had a lot of issues during previous playtests. They've kind of done a playtest every Steam Next Fest. I don't know how they kept getting in, because that's impressive to get it. I feel like they've been in every Steam Next Fest since like 2024, which is kind of impressive. So yeah, if you're into battle royale shooters and anime, give Fate Trigger a try. It's fun enough, and I think it is free to play. It will be releasing free to play. I do think there's some sort of gacha, because it is an anime game at the end of the day. So if you are a frequent viewer or player of any of the games on this channel that I also frequently play, you might want to give this one a try out as well, but I don't think I will. Now, I also can't put it on the top 50 demo dive list, because they're stingy with that demo. They took it away immediately, but it's coming out in the next couple of months here. So we then have Hosey, which is a game that will not be going in the top 50 demo dive, because I've already demoed this during the summer Steam Next Fest last year. I had playtest access to this game before the demo came out, and I actually really like this game. As you can see, it's on my wish list. I think it's super fun. Again, I think it's made with Unreal Engine, and so it was just a trip to get running on my PC, but it is very satisfying, very fun. I had a lot of fun with the demo. I guess it was the playtest, so the demo that's available now is going to be different from what I played on camera, but that video will be going up eventually. Restore a Forgotten... Oh, this is the demo. Hold on. Let me read the description for the main game. Coming out March 30th, 2026. We will be seated for that one. Restore... Oh, it's the same description. Okay. Restore a forgotten neighborhood through your favorite hobby, one cozy room at a time. In Hosey, clean, paint, and decorate abandoned homes with satisfying mechanics and intuitive controls. Enjoy the little details as you interact with tools, items, and furniture to bring each space back to life. And I do have to agree with that description. It was very satisfying. The demo is still available at the time of recording. It is coming out in 3 weeks, though. It does pass the AI vibe check, obviously, because I demoed this literally last year. But Hosey is a favorite of mine. I look forward to it coming out, and I will be trying to get my hands on it, because this is quite fun. Perfect contender for Cozy Corner right there. It's not even Cozy Corner. I'm gonna have to come up with a special series name for this, because it's Cozy Corner is the cozy games that I don't talk that much during. Hosey, we might have to come up with some. I need an H word. I need an H word to put in the place of corner. It's either that or it's just gonna end up being Hosey Corner. That might be what ends up happening. I'm not sure yet, but I would love to give this like a dedicated series name. I think that'd be fun. Then we have Everything is Crab, the Animal Evolution roguelite. I don't know if this is on my demo dive list or not. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure I've seen it before, so overwhelmingly positive on the reviews there, but this will be coming out May 8th, 2026. Hunt, flee, scavenge, and thrive in a living ecosystem. Choose from 100 plus evolutions and specializations for unique creature combinations in every run. Adapt to survive the natural curve in order to beat carcinization or get Darwin trying. Okay, so it's survival of the fittest. I don't know if this is on my list. I think it might be, but it was like a very late addition to my list, like through like the Steam Next Fest Discovery queue or something. This looks quite fun. It's coming out in 2 months. Passes the AI vibe check, obviously, but it's secret mode, so I trust secret mode. It's one of those publishers for indie games that I do generally trust. I'm gonna put this on my list just in case. I don't have it on the general list, but also I might get to it here. Anyways, I don't know if this is on my list, but I feel like I have seen it and I'm not surprised that it's here because it's like absurd enough that it would get some traction, I think. It looks very cute. Very excited to try that one out. Okay, then we have Sledding Game. This was not on mine, but it is Friend Slop, so that's probably why it was not on my list. So this is a game about sledding and hanging out with friends. That's kind of cute, actually. It's quite cute, honestly. Like, it definitely falls into the category of friend slop, but it has a little bit more of a cuter look to it that I personally kind of love, like the little frogs. This is adorable, actually. Like, this is adorable. It passes the vibe check. If you're looking for some friend slop, I would give this one a try. That's so fun and cute. I love it. Okay, I don't know what this is. Archeon? Archeon. I feel like I've seen this somewhere. It's multiplayer, so I don't think I'm gonna request access. I feel like we've seen this somewhere, right? Right? Also, the Steam Next Fest, what happened to Steam Next Fest? It used to be that if you made top 50, you kept your demo available for an extra week. That used to be how it went here. And now we have so many indie, non-indie or indie adjacent games that that's not the case anymore. We used to be a proper society. I'm kidding, but only partially. Anyways, Archeon is a fast-paced PvP team game set in a surreal dark fantasy world where items are the heroes. Build your strategy and identify on the fly by looting and combining items in real time. Very interesting premise, but I am always on the fence for anything that's like multiplayer-ish, like that sort of vibe. Multiplayer is the selling point. I mean, we just saw, what was it called? High Guard, that got all the Game Awards hype, is shutting down in a couple weeks after only releasing for, I think, maybe a month and a half, 2 months at most. So it's like, we keep seeing these multiplayer games shutter very quickly. So anytime I see a multiplayer game, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. But it made top 50. It made top 50. You can request playtest access at this time. Oh, I did demo this one, and I actually really like this. I was very surprised by the demo for this game, Roamstead. This was one that I was on the fence about playing, but I put it on my list, I think because I got it in like a PR email or something, and I really liked this demo. I wanted to keep going, which is impressive, because I'm not the biggest fan of Roman mythology. Greek mythology, if I have to pick between the two, I always say Roman mythology is just Greek mythology with the labels scratched off, so which might be upsetting to some people, but they're very similar. But I tend to just go for Greek mythology. It's the one I lean towards. So I was a little bit on the fence of something that definitely includes Roman mythology, but it was really fun. I really like this. I actually would like to play more of this. The release date is to be announced, so we don't have one really yet, but it was super fun. Rebuild civilization in this action-adventure survival game for 1 to 8 players. It does play perfectly fine as single player, by the way. Fight, build towns, and earn favor with the Roman gods, or just farm your crops. It was really fun. I didn't even deal with the Roman gods portion until like the very end of my time with the demo, and I just had a blast with it. Some of the controls are a little janky, but it was really fun. It was really good. I did get jumped by a wild animal at one point. It was great. It was great. Then we have We Gotta Go. Well, I guess Steam said we gotta go because Steam's down. Crisis averted. I think Steam blocked me out because I had too many Steam tabs open. I didn't know that if you click a link on this, because I have this full screen, it opens it in a new tab. And so my Steam glitched out for a second because I guess I'm recording this in Google Chrome, the internet browser, instead of the Steam client, because Steam changed their margins on things and it messed up my whole thing. Anyways, We Gotta Go is a co-op horror comedy that'll scare the crap out of you, literally. This is friend slop. Team up to reach the only bathroom in a haunted mansion before your bowels betray. Okay, well that's an animation right there. Scavenge for items, fend off ghosts, and fight through cursed halls together in a desperate hunt for sweet relief. This is, I said earlier, I'm not really a friend slot player. I'm not really a horror player. I'm not really a comedy player. So this is just like all the things that I don't look for in a game, but I can definitely see how it made it on the top 50. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. So then we have Don't Panic, It's Just Turbulence. There's so many co-op games on here and I've heard of none of them. The demo does have mixed reviews, so this is a frantic co-op puzzle game where a pilot and an air traffic controller must communicate, decrypt, and improvise to save a failing aircraft. Talk fast, solve faster, and try not to crash. So this is very similar to like that game where you have to defuse a bomb in co-op. I think this could go triple platinum on Twitch if they worked out the bugs, because it looked like there was probably some bugs in the demo because it had mixed reviews. Coming soon, so they have plenty of time to figure out whatever was going on with the demo. But I think this is one of those games that could go triple platinum on Twitch. But as you guys probably know, I am not on Twitch. Well, I am. I have an account, but I don't use it. Then we have Ratcoin, which I totally expected to be on here. This is the coin pusher roguelite that any time a playtest has been available for this game, it gets extremely popular. Rat Coin is a roguelike deck builder where you combine special coins with powerful items to trigger wildly satisfying combos. Stack shiny towers, spin the lucky wheel, and shake the machine until all the coins drop. This will be coming out March 31st, 2026, the end of this month, which means I may or may not be playing this. If this goes on Switch, there's a very strong chance I might be playing this on Switch entirely off camera because my puppy has a surgery that day. So I'm gonna be spending a lot of time cuddling with the puppy. But also, I never got to this. This was on my demo dive list, and I never got to playing it, so I will be putting it on the top 50 demo dive list because I do want to play this one. Like I said, every time a playtest is available or something for this game, it goes insane. Like, I see everyone talking about it out of nowhere. People who don't talk about indie games are talking about this game. So I would like to give it a try, but it's been a reject multiple. I've had like playtest access before. I just haven't gotten to it, and I really want to. It looks very good graphically and everything, so I really want to get to play Rat Coin. Demo is still available for that one, which is impressive. I don't know how much longer it's going to be available, so I would, if you're wanting to play some good demos, go check out Rat Coin before it's too late. We then have Replaced, which this was on my list, so it's also on my wish list, so I don't really remember from where we got this one. I am putting it on my top 50 list because I haven't gotten to playing it yet. Expose the sinister secrets of Phoenix Corporation as Reach, an AI trapped in a human body. Okay, maybe that's how it ended up there because that's a really cool premise. Set in an alternate 1980s America scarred by nuclear catastrophe. I also love an alternate history situation, so that's probably also why it's there. Navigate a dark cyberpunk thriller in this narrative-driven 2.5D platformer, blending cinematic exploration with fluid, free-flow action. It hits a bunch of like those like notes of things I enjoy. I'm happy the demo is still available. Passes the vibe check, but obviously it includes mature content. And this game is going to be releasing on April 14th, so I am hoping we can get to this in the top 50. Right now, I only have 4 games for my top 50 demo dives, which means that's one video right there. That's a whole video. I either need 4 more or like nothing else. Let's cut it there, guys. No more. I'm kidding. Obviously, I'll make it work. But this came up on my main list, and I was like, oh, I have no idea what this is. Okay, I'll write it down because that's what I do. I just put it on the list and figure it out later. But now that I'm looking at the description and like the art and stuff, I'm like, oh, yeah, that would be on my list. I probably did the same thing before when it didn't have a demo. I was like, I'm gonna put this on my wish list for later because this looks really cool. And then it's later. All right, Darkhaven. I feel like this was not on my list. Passes the vibe check. So okay. Darkhaven is a next generation ARPG brought to you by many of the original creators of Diablo and Diablo 2. Okay, so this is a situation of AAA devs break off to make their own indie company. Similarly to something, think like, what's the comic book superhero working in an office game with all the pre-rendered cutscenes? That one. It's a single word title, a similar situation. Why can't I remember? Dispatch! There it is, similar to Dispatch. Explore a procedurally generated and fully destructible open world unlike any other in this solo or multiplayer adventure. I'm gonna put this on the list. I feel like I've heard of Darkhaven, but it is kind of a general title. It sounds like a game titled sort of situation. I don't think it's on my list. It's not in my library. It's not on my wish list. This is kind of a new bit for me, but it looks pretty good. So I'm definitely intrigued. Then we have Shift at Midnight, which there's another game called Retail Hell that I said no to. This is a different game, similar vibe. An online co-op detective horror for up to 3 players. It's a multiplayer horror game, not for me. Work together across randomly generated shifts to investigate your customers, as some are only pretending to be human. Okay, so similar, I'm seeing mechanics that like the convenience store mechanic that they have in, I think it was in Konbini. There's the concept of, no, I'm not human. Like it's kind of like, this feels like an amalgamation of indie games right here. Make one mistake and you'll be forced to board up, set traps, and hide. Coming out Q2 of 2026, so within the next 6 months. It does pass the vibe check, but it is pretty gory. That it is. This is gonna hit with a certain person, but I'm not that certain person. We then have Spacecraft, an online space exploration and building game. Explore a vast galaxy of solar systems and planets, mine and craft resources, design and build ships, automate planetary bases, and interplanetary logistics, trade, and cooperate. The demo is still available, and I'm going to get playtest access. Okay, Passes the AI vibe check. I just wanted to check on that. I'm going to request access just in case I run out of time for the demo. When the playtest comes back around, I'll get a notification about that and we can play it then. It's just something I always do in this situation. I don't think this is on my list anywhere. It's coming out Q2 of this year, so within the next 6 months. Very intrigued by this. Very extremely intrigued, so I hope we can get to this one. It's on the top 50, so I most likely will, but wow. I've not seen that one. That looked pretty good, actually. Then there's Tap Tap Loot, entirely different vibe. The world is under attack, and every tap fights back. Each keystroke unleashes your cute cat hero, smashing enemies and showering you with loot. Dive into a never-ending desktop expedition with friends or solo. Tap, tap, loot. So is this like an overlay situation? I don't entirely know. It's an idle game with clickers. We're gonna give this one a shot. I'm gonna put this on the list as well. Totally different vibe from what we've been getting. Do you pass the vibe? You do pass the vibe check. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll give it a try. I don't really know if it's like such a nice productivity tool. Oh, so is it as you type? So like if you're writing an essay or something, you do damage. Oh, you know, that is kind of cool actually. And as somebody who does like a lot of typing, both for work and then for like studying purposes, this could kind of, I'm surprised no one's come up with that yet. Like writing an essay with this on the that's kind of a great idea. Because I know some of y'all are out there writing all your essays with AI. That is weak. You can do better. I've wanted to go back to school so many times in the last like 2 years, year and a half situation, but I have decided against it because I think if I rocked up and the kid next to me was writing an entire essay with an AI chatbot, I would lose my entire mind. So we need more things like this. We need more things that encourage people to actually write. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. It's probably not going to really work in a demo dive situation, but we'll probably play a little bit of it in a demo dive, but I look forward to actually just playing that on my own time, like entirely just me and my little tap tap loot. That's all I look forward to. Like I want to use that in my daily like routines, you know? Okay, we move on then to a game I did demo. I got early access to this demo from Strafe On. I've done some stuff with them before. They gave me early access to the demo. I did not know it was part of Steam Next Fest until I got it on my discovery queue during Steam Next Fest. And then I ended up playing it during Steam Next Fest demo dive times. And I'm so bad at this game, but by God, it's so fun. So Genbananza is a turn-based chess roguelike set on a tiny board with higher stakes. Master tactical twists, invest your winnings, and discover new rule-bending gambits, tile and piece combinations. Face off against challenging bosses and get lost in all the ways you can break traditional chess. I do think you need some bit of chess knowledge to make this work, because I have like no chess knowledge, and I was so confused. I don't think I won a single game. I was so confused, but it was so fun. Oh my God. If you're looking for a good demo to like play with, try out Genbananza. The demo is still available. It's so good. This game is so fun. I'm so serious. Okay, next we have one of the only non-indie games that was on my demo list, but I did not get to it. Luckily, it's still available. And that is Monster Hunter Stories 3, Twisted Reflection. I don't think anyone's surprised that this was on my list, but I am going to put it on the top 50 just in case I don't get to it, so we can play that. But luckily, the top 50 demos that are still available should be available for a little bit longer. This is coming out March 12th, so very, very soon here, 9 days from the time of recording. This is the third entry in the Monster Hunter Stories RPG series. Twin Rathalos born in a twist of fate. Monster Hunter Stories is an RPG series set in the Monster Hunter world, where you can become a rider, raising and bonding with your favorite monsters. I did a while ago, I meant to purchase 1 and 2 and play them while they were on sale during a Capcom sale last year. I never did that. So I would like to do the Monster Hunter Stories 3 demo with the sole purpose of figuring out if I do need to play 1 and 2 first, or they're separate entries like a Final Fantasy situation. I'm not really sure, because also I'm a lore girly. So if it's possible to play, like if you can play them as interconnected standalones, but you get the most out of it if you know all the lore from the previous games, I want to play the previous games first. So we will see, but I will be trying to get, we're going to demo it, but this weekend, obviously, and if I need to play it, I'll play it, you know. When we have like games like this that have a first version, or it's a sequel to something part of going into the demo dive for that is figuring out if I gotta play the other ones first. Because I'll figure it out. I'll play the other ones first. But sometimes, like Final Fantasy interconnected standalones, you can play all of them separately. You know, like there is certain things that carry over, but not, there's a lot of people actually who haven't played every Final Fantasy, myself included. So we then have Vacation Cafe Simulator Co-op. This is not, I'm not big on the simulation. Ah, there it is. AI generated content. All right. Well, I will read the description because I read the description for everything. It's a deep dive. Interestingly enough, the AI content disclosure is only on the page for the demo. So let me see what's up with that. We used AI to generate initial music tracks, concept art, and temporary translations into some languages. I actually do appreciate that they disclose that they used AI or machine translation for the translation aspect, because a lot of games will do that but not disclose it. And then it's like, okay, well, who are we kidding? What are we doing here? All materials were then thoroughly edited, reworked, and finalized by humans. Nothing went straight from the generator into the game. My gripes with AI, though, relate more so to the initial use of it. So even though like you tweaked it before putting it in your game, I still don't love that. And I don't love that disclosure is not on the main game. So don't love that. It's a Vacation Cafe simulator game. I don't love simulator games. So it is getting the AI ban hammer, which means I ignore it. Yeah, I don't know if we're going through all 50 because it looks like they're not saying if you have anything blocked or ignored, because a lot of times if you go to a Steam showcase page, like right up here, usually this top corner on the right hand side, it would say not showing X number of ignored games, or like 1 ignored, 2 ignored. So I'm not seeing that. So I don't even know what does it do if you have a game. It doesn't show up. Okay, so like I don't know how many games I have ignored from this, but how many dudes is next? It's not Friend Slop. I thought this would be Friend Slop. This is a dude builder roguelike where you recruit an army of dudes to fight ridiculous battles. And oh my god, it's the concept of like 100 men versus 1 gorilla, isn't it? Oh my god, somebody turned that into a game. Yeah, how many dudes does it take to beat up a gorilla? 1,000 toddlers, a horse-sized duck, a guy? Enter your dude ranch and find out. Oh my god. That is extremely impressive, the turnaround on that. I'm putting this on the top 50 demo dive list just because I'm impressed with your tenacity. That's impressive. Because that was like last year there was a meme that was like who would win 100 dudes or 1 gorilla. There was another version of it, I think that was like Pokemon, like every Pokemon versus a lion. That was another version of like an earlier version. This is not my wheelhouse at all, but I'm impressed. I don't know, because if I have like one too many games for a demo dive, I might not play this one. But also I have Tap Tap Loot in the demo dive list for top 50. And there's a very strong chance that I'm going to spend like 5 minutes with that and be like, okay, that's the concept. I'm going to go play it on my own now. So I would, I'm just impressed with the turnaround of that somebody made the 100 dudes versus a gorilla thing meme into a game like that. Why didn't anyone else think about that? And the graphics look pretty good as well, which like I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. Okay, Frog Squad is next, but it's like squad with a W. What's this? Friend Slop. Like, nothing wrong with Friend Slop. See, this is a funny graphic here. Friend Slop can be fun. Storm the sewers for the glory of the Swamp King. Swing, jump, catapult your friends, and eat until you grow into a humongous that's the Mega Frog. A co-op extraction puzzle platformer for up to 8 players. Squad up with your frog friends for a Friend Slop party in this slapstick physics adventure. They accepted the Friend Slop title. I applaud you. I kind of want to give it a try just because I'm impressed by your tenacity, but it is fully co-op. Like you can't play single player, because some co-op games you can play single player. Not this one. I applaud the devs. Panic Stations, way to go. That's one of those ones where I'm like, if you would like to donate your time to the cause, my content creator, I know you're out there, my content creator friends, if you would like to donate your time to the cause, we're playing Frog Squad. If you would like to donate your time to the cause, we're playing Frog Squad. Frog Squad and sledding game. Hop on Frog Squad. And we have Witch Spire. This is also on my list. Thank God the demo is still available, because I had early playtest access to this and didn't touch it. And then there was a demo during Next Fest. So I was like, okay, cool. I don't have to touch the playtest. And now I'm like, well, I still haven't touched the demo. This is a survival crafting adventure in a world brimming with magic and peril. Befriend and battle creatures and conjure up a sanctuary alongside other witches in co-op or single player. So again, you can play it single player. Part of the demo dive for this game is going to be seeing how well it plays in single player. This is one that I've had my eye on for a while. It just looks super cozy and like something I would really, really enjoy, kind of nostalgic for games I played as a kid. So I look forward to playing this one, and I'm going to really quickly add this to top 50 because I do want to get to play this. I want to play this. This is Witchspire is one I was anticipating, so I hope that we can actually get to it. Then on the topic of ones I was anticipating, Pragmata. I've been talking about Pragmata since last year's summer game shenanigans, post Summer Game Fest, the ones like after that. So Gamescom and Tokyo Game Shows, where we saw a lot of stuff about Pragmata. But the thing about Pragmata is there was very mixed reviews about the early demos. And finally, that demo is available on Steam. I was like waiting with bated breath. I'm like, Capcom, please. I don't care if it's like 5 minutes of content. I'm scraps. I want scraps of this game. It looks good gameplay wise, but then also I think the story is one that I'm really going to enjoy because I love the concept of small child and disgruntled father figure. One of my favorite tropes. And that's exactly what's happening here. So this is Capcom's newest IP, Pragmata, an all-new science fiction action adventure with its own unique hacking twist. It is the near future, and protagonists Hugh and his android companion Diana must work together as they make their way through the cold lunar research station. So I did not know this was taking part in Next Fest. I had it on my list anyways to demo, but I did not know it was, so it's going in the top 50. This game looks so cute. April 23rd, well, it says 24th here, but time difference, baby. April 23rd. I want to play it so bad. Passes the vibe check, obviously, thank God, but oh, they do have a thing about the sketchbook demo. The gameplay demo sketchbook lets you try out this combat system that engages both sides of your brain, while you also get to experience what it's like to traverse the lunar research station. So it's a very early demo that they're probably letting players play. So it almost makes me think this is what they showed off last year at Gamescom and Tokyo Game Show, that a lot of people were like, I was expecting more. It was a very early demo because they probably don't want to. This is one of those games that looks like it's going to be very narrative based. So they probably didn't want to give away that entire narrative, especially if it's like an entirely new IP, you know? Because Capcom, this is the same company that hid that Leon was coming back to Resident Evil for like most of the marketing cycle, you know? Like, but yeah, I look forward to playing this one too. Yeah. I have been waiting for this one, so we have another non-indie that would have been on the list if I knew it was Next Fest. Is Pragmata on my wish list? Yeah, I don't know why this didn't show up in my, like, because there's a section on the page for Next Fest that shows games from your wish list. I put things on my wish list so they come up during Next Fest. Pragmata didn't. Anyway, so we then have Data Center, which I'm probably gonna hate. Down with the data centers, 2026. Of course, there's an AI-generated content disclosure at the data center. Data centers power AI chatbots, by the way. So of course they used AI. It shows me your bit. All right, I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read the description, but I'm gonna ignore it in a second. Build, cable, and automate. Assemble racks, servers, and switches. Connect enough capacity for each app. Earn money from processed data. And unlock gear and bigger customers with XP and reputation. Follow colored data packets as your center comes to life, coming out March 31st, 2026. This is not a game I will be playing while cuddling my sweet baby angel puppy. Then the AI content disclosure says that some of the company logos and application logos in game are AI generated, but also this is one of those games where the concept of data center, I don't like. I'm down with data centers, so you're getting ignored. I wasn't gonna play this even if they didn't use AI. And then they used AI and made it worse. Okay, moving on. This was on my wish list. Zero Parades from Zom. I know that there's controversy about Zom, but I'm looking forward to this game. I apologize. I was offered early access to this demo, but I am very hesitant to take early access to Steam demos during Steam Next Fest because I have a lot going on during Next Fest always. This time, I always end up in a situation during Next Fest, and the reason why I didn't get through my demo dive list this time is because I'm on the last couple of weeks of my braces trays right now, and they're so bad. I literally don't have them in right now to record this video because I can't talk with them in anymore. That's why I wasn't able to finish Next Fest, by the way. But I really look forward to this game, y'all. From the creators of Disco Elysium, the final cut comes Interesting how they specify it's the final cut version of Disco Elysium. Oh. I'm not gonna speculate. But yeah, from Disco Elysium Final Cut version comes Zero Parades for Dead Spies, an espionage RPG. You're a brilliant but tormented operant on one final desperate assignment. Gather your broken network, untangle a web of lies, and prove yourself on the world stage or blow it all up again. It's on my wish list. I intend to demo this one. I'm putting it in top 50s just in case we don't get there. But yeah, this is another game that I look forward to, unfortunately. I know that there's drama with Zomb. It looks so good. Zero Parades and Claire Obscure Expedition 33, my problematic faves. All right, Past the Fear is next. This is a roguelite bullet hell shooter. A catastrophic witch's disaster strikes without warning, and chaotic magic forms the ancient wall of storms. Its corruption spreads relentlessly across the island. As a demon hunter trapped within, you must find a way to escape before dawn breaks. We're finally back to like actual indies. We had quite a few like fully AAA non-indie games and some indie adjacent ones, but we're finally back to like actual indies here. I know nothing about Past the Fear, but it does say it can be played in single player and in multiplayer, so we are gonna give this one a shot, also because it's a roguelite bullet hell. I love that. I love those genres, so I'll probably like that game. Then we have Armadas, and we're coming up on an hour of recording this video, so I need to go faster. This is a third-person roguelite shooter set in the demon-infested ruins of Paris. This also sounds like something I would like. It's a single-player FPS game. I think it's actually technically third. Yeah, it's not a first-person shooter. It's technically a third-person shooter. Ah, it says it right there. Oh my god. Duh. As the last supernatural warrior of an ancient order, armed with powerful firearms and incredible celestial powers, scour the city in search of a lost gateway to heaven, the Sunless Gate. This is coming out this year. This looks and sounds so good. Sounds so good. It passes the AI vibe check. Like, how did I not know about this game? This is why I go through the top 50s, because there's always like games that are like indie adjacent that I just don't. I know more about the indies than like the AAAs and the indie adjacent ones. So I'm like, hold on. This sounds good. Okay, another hero's adventure then. Pixel. There's no demo left. Boo. Okay, what is this? A pixel art RPG rooted in modern wuxia novels. This spin-off continues the spirit of the original. Okay, this isn't the first one. Letting you embark on an untold tale of the Jianghu, where your choices shape the chaos and forge a new heroic saga. All right, what do you mean this is a continue? Oh, Heartopia. I got background lore in Heartopia that I don't think I'm allowed to talk about. Theory of Reason. What are y'all doing? Interesting. I'm seeing some repeat contenders on the channel here. So is this the first one, Road to Passion from 2023? Probably, right? So there was actually the demo for, okay, yeah, because okay, yeah, so this was the first one, I think. Interesting. I'm so confused. Okay. Well, the demo isn't available for this one yet, so we can't, I'm like looking into it. I'm like, we can't even play it anymore. Okay, Last Flag. We have talked about Last Flag before. This is made by a guy from, oh my god, what was it? Who, You Have Money. I think it's like one of the Imagine Dragons guys does this with his brother. Like, this is his like side hustle. So there's that. Anyways, this is a fast-paced 5v5 shooter with show-stopping contestants set in a televised competition where strategy, teamwork, and chaos blend in the ultimate game of Capture the Flag. So yeah, there's also Capture the Flag. We've talked about this before with the summer shenanigans last year. This has gotten quite a bit of traction. The demo is still available because I am recording this on the... Actually, I'm recording this on the 3rd. I think maybe did they extend it? Probably because it was in top 50. Yeah, okay. I'm assuming they extended it because it was top 50. Because it says the beta ends on March 2nd. It's March 3rd when I'm recording this. But it's a co-op, so I'm skipping that one. I've explained I'm probably not going to play Last Flag before. This next one is interesting because it's not in English. And I don't really feel like translating. So, yeah. Oh my god, we have so many. Okay, we don't have so many left, but we got quite a bit left. Okay. Speedrunners 2, King of Speed. The ultimate competitive platformer is back. I don't even know about the first one. Outrun, outjump, and outsmart your rivals in cutthroat online/local races, now up to 8 players online. Master the movement, learn meticulously designed maps, use powerful pickups, swing around with a grappling hook, and don't get knocked off screen. I've played a game very similar to this, I feel like, but I've never heard of this one personally, and I don't do multiplayers. So is this good for me? All right, we gotta speed run these last couple of ones. I've been over an hour now, which is gonna be hard because I'm like kind of looking and I'm like, oh, there's quite a few of these that are like on my list. All right, a Bid King. This is a multiplayer. Oh wait, I'm not. Let me go to the. Oh nope, that's incorrect. This is correct. A multiplayer game of strategic bluffing and collectible hunting. Use unique character skills to gain intel in sealed bid auctions. So this is like black market the game. Analyze behavior and clues to win items cheaply or bluff to make others overpay. Who will be the true auction master? Okay, it's called a MOBA and a life sim. How do you be a MOBA and a life sim? Oh, AI generated content disclosure. There it is. Does not pass the vibe check. Certain artistic assets in this work were produced using stable diffusion, including but not limited to scene images, loading images, and select item icons. Well, that's extremely vague. You're getting ignored. Banhammer. Oh, even just looking at the art that they showed, it's like, oh yeah, most of that was done with AI. Okay, interesting. Not interesting. You get the banhammer. Okay, Void Bound is next. This is on my list. It's in my Steam library. See, it's on my list. I got quite a few PR emails about this game, so I did mean to try it out, and I will be putting it on my list for top 50. Hatch, evolve, and upgrade powerful space creatures in this action-packed sci-fi third-person shooter that reinvents the monster taming genre. So it is a creature collector. Did not know that. I'm pretty sure it passes the vibe check. Yeah, I mean, it was on my list. Okay. Well, we're gonna try to get to that one. Also, when I said that I only had 4 games in the list, it has since tripled in size. So at least I'm not counting. Dig Dig Die is the next game. Mixed reviews in that demo. Interesting. This is an online co-op horror for 1 to 6 players. So you can technically play it single player, but I don't think I plan on doing that. Board a cursed flying ship, raid haunted graveyards for loot, and survive monsters that hear every sound. Beware of UFO abductions, grab boosters from vending machines, gamble in the onboard casino, don't gamble, it's bad, and embrace pure chaos with friends in voice chat. So again, this is friend swap, nothing wrong with that. It passes the vibe check, but it isn't no for me, buddy. Okay, we're getting so close. I have to, okay. All right, okay. Also on my list, The Eternal Life of Goldman. I might do a separate video for this game. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm still debating it. In this breathtaking platformer adventure, explore a vast hand-drawn archipelago inspired by ancient fables and depicted in classic frame-by-frame animation and defeat a mysterious deity. Okay, so I was actually offered like a creator demo for this one, which is why I keep saying I might do a separate video for this, especially if the demo goes away. I might be doing a separate video. I'm not entirely sure. I'm kind of on the fence that maybe my mind has been made up a little bit more, but it is on my list regardless, so I am actually really quickly gonna grab that and just put it on the top 50 just in case I don't get to it separately. But yeah, The Eternal Life of Goldman, this looked actually quite good. Like, I didn't really know much about it. It passes the vibe check, but now that I'm kind of seeing a little bit about it, I'm like, oh, maybe I do want to play this. Okay. I did have it on my main list, but I'm like, oh, maybe I want to give it a little bit more time. Okay, speaking of games I would like to give a little bit more time, Dench Attack! I have been waiting for this since the year-end showcases last year. This looks really fun, even though I'm really bad at driving games. You're a car. You're a train in this, not a car, a train. Flip, trick, and grind your train in a fast-paced, off-the-rails ride through a colorful Japanese dystopia. Outmatch rival gangs, wreck a shady megacorp, hell yeah, brother, and take back the tracks with nothing but skill, speed, and style. This, I've been waiting for this game. Comes out June 17th of this year, so within 3 months, which feels insane to say. That's in June is in 3 months. Oh my god, Summer Game Fest is in 3 months. Holy crap, oh my god. I'm putting this on top 50. It's on my main list. I hope to get to it sometime this week, but if I don't, we'll be getting to it during the top 50. Yay! Scrolling, we're scrolling. Okay, what's next? Ashes of the Singularity number 2. All right, I know nothing about this. In this massive real-time strategy game, command vast armies fighting for control of entire worlds. I could not say that for my life. Control the forces of Earth, the mechanical AI substrate, or the enigmatic post-human coalition as you battle across the solar system in a single-player, cooperative multiplayer, or competitive multiplayer. This is a sequel to something. This is definitely like built up. There's lore here, you know, but it does pass the AI vibe check, so the AI in the description is fantasy AI. Is fine, don't worry about it. It's not. A lot of games nowadays use fantasy AI as a concept, and honestly, fantasy AI has been a thing for a while, but now it's like, I just gotta check. It's not like a real chat bot in there, right? It's not? Okay, we're good. But yeah, I This is gonna be a skip for me because I like a strategy game, but sometimes they scare me. And this one kind of scares me. But if I should not skip it, let me know nicely in the comments that I should actually give that one a try, because I'll think about it. I might put it on the list when I go to edit this video, because that's another one where I'm like, I'm kind of on the fence, but we'll see. Atmosphere. This was on my list, but I could not get it to run properly on my PC. I don't know, remember. I think with this one, I got stuck in shader hell. So it was compiling shaders for like 10 minutes, and so I gave up. But Atmosphere is a sky-high odyssey set on an alien planet of floating islands explored by flying crafts in a mobile airbase as you uncover the fate of your collapsed city. I am going to put this on as a re-demo and see if I can get it open. Maybe my PC was just being funky that day. I am going to put it back on the list because if something makes top 50 and I was unable to play it the first time, I do give it another shot if it makes top 50. So Atmosphere is that girl today. All right, we're getting to the very end because there's just a scroll bar. 1348X Voto. I don't remember if this made my list, but this is a game I did want to demo. This was shown off a little bit at the end of the year showcases. It looks really, really cool. In this game, journey through a tumultuous medieval Italy as Eta, a young knight errant who sets off on a brutal quest to find and save her closest one. 1348X Voto is a cinematic action-adventure game inspired by chivalric tales. Coming out March 12th, 2026, so in 8 days from the time of recording. Like I said, this was shown off at the kind of the end of the year stuff, and it looked really, really good. I love a female protagonist game, especially something like this, where she's a knight, and it's medieval Italy. Like, come on. I don't think I gotta spell that one out. So I do look forward to trying that one out. I don't know if it was on my original list, but if not, it made top 50. That's the thing with top 50 is that sometimes games that for whatever reason fell under my radar during Steam Next Fest, but were games that I've heard about and known about and wanted to play, usually end up on top 50. And I'm like, oh, that one. Yeah. We then have Way of the Hunter 2, which I don't know about the first one. Feel the thrill of the hunt and keep an eye out for the wild and wondrous species that are roaming the Canadian wilderness. We're going to Canada, except we're not, because I don't want to play this game. It's just not for me. I'm not into like hunting and all that stuff, so it's not for me, and that's okay. Someone probably is excited for it, not me. Okay, Crystal Fall is next. I don't know what this is either. It's coming out this month though. Crystal Fall is a free online action RPG where your ground loot matters and your skills offer endless procedural customization. Survive in a world destroyed by a mysterious asteroid and grow more powerful with steampunk weapons and lootable skills in an infinite endgame. So this is going to be free to play. And it passes the AI vibe check, which is quite impressive. So I am going to put this on the list. When does it actually come out? Because it says March, which is this month. But like when in March? I'm interested to try this one. I am. We'll give it a shot. Especially free to play. If we don't get to it during the demo dives, we will definitely get to it at release. I'll make sure of that. I'm going to put it on my wish list just to be safe there. But if we don't get to it during the top 50 demo dives, we'll get to it during release for sure. I think we have like 2 or 3 left. 2. One is, I don't know if we're gonna play one of them. Chained Wheels. It's probably a no from me. I'm not good at driving games. Oh, and it's co-op as well. Okay, I can see how this made top 50. Embark on a chaotic co-op drive in Chained Wheels, where 2 vehicles are chained together and every move turns into a shared adventure or a disaster. Yeah, I could see this, how this would make top 50. Oh, there we go. The developer describes how their game uses AI-generated content like this. Generative AI is used only for 2D marketing assets, icons, and loading screens. I don't care. Jeez. Can we have a moment of peace? This is why we can't have nice things. Okay, Lootbound, our last top 50 game. This is on my wish list, so I don't know if it was on my demo dive list though, because I don't remember this. Lootbound is a tactical loot management roguelike where you start solo and assemble your party as you go. Choose routes, risks, rewards, equip heroes and companions, and create a build to challenge the final boss. Turn-based combat, calculated risk, equipment synergies, and honest difficulty, coming out Q2 of this year, so within the next 6 months. I have playtest access to this. Okay, all right, fine. This is going on the top 50 list because I don't know if it was on my normal demo dive list. But hey, it passes the vibe check. I don't remember this game, but it looks really good. It looks fun, so we'll definitely top 50 that one. Okay, so in terms of games that made it from the top 50 onto my top 50 demo dive list that I haven't already demoed, so these are ones that I still need to get through. I'm gonna count them, hold on. 21, so I gotta put those into demo dives. So I think one of them's gonna get an extra one, which is fine, because that tap tap loot is gonna take like 5 minutes or something. Like that's not a whole game. Yeah, one video is gonna need to have 5 games in it, and tap tap loot will probably be that one. So cool, we actually split that really well. Some of those games are gonna go away throughout the weeks, but if this stays true to life, fingers crossed, baby, fingers crossed. That is it for Next Fest. Yay! Oh, we'll be back in 3 months, apparently. So, because June is in 3 months, apparently. Oh God. Anyways, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give me a like down below, as well as subscribe for more, and hit the little notification bell to be notified when I upload new ones. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite game, or games, you can give me multiple, I don't care, from this most recent Steam Next Fest were. What should I check out? What have I missed? Let me know in the comments down below. It doesn't have to be from the top 50, it can be anything. But as always, I hope everyone had or is having a super lovely day wherever you are in the world. Go play an indie game! And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys!